Good evening and welcome to the PMBC meeting for March 3rd, 2025. Let me share the agenda. Can everyone see this?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so the first order of business is to authorize invoice approvals absent a quorum, which was what we ended up with last week and resulted in tonight's meeting. So let me bring up the motion that was proposed by town council.
Stacy's in the waiting room.
Oh, good.
I'll put her up. Okay.
So share screen. Do you guys see this?
Yes, we can see it, Steve.
The agenda or the
Yep.
motion?
We see the agenda.
We don't see the
Agenda.
motion.
What am I doing here?
I have the agenda up.
Trying to, okay, I see what I'm doing. Okay, so the first order of business is to make a motion for delegating one individual from the PMBC to vote on orders of bills, drafts, and payrolls in accordance with Mass General Law C-41, Section 56. So this statute, I guess it's Statute 56. This statute only allows for one member to be designated from the committee. So we have to vote on a position. And I would suggest, since I'm going to be out for the next month and a half with knee surgery, that we designate Bob Romley, the vice chair, as the designee to approve bills, drafts, orders, and payrolls in accordance with Mass General Law, Chapter 41, Statute 56.
This would only be in absence of a quorum, and it can be passed around. I could get it, and then if I was going to be available, I could give it back to Steve.
So the way this works is absent a quorum, and there are bills or payrolls, drafts, etc., change orders to be approved, the vice chair could act on them and then in a subsequent meeting would report on what he had approved.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, thanks. Is there a second?
I can second that.
Thanks, Stacy. Roll call vote, Bob?
Do I vote for myself?
Yes,
Sure.
of course.
Bob Romer,
Brian?
yes.
Mike?
Mike Scaduto, yes.
Tim?
Tim Harvey, yes.
And Stacy.
Lisa Damaris, yes.
Thank you very much. That helps us out tremendously. We'll go back to the agenda.
So
the next,
yeah, just a question about that. The motion doesn't say in the absence of a quorum, but that's what the understanding is.
yes, let's, we will modify the motion to say that, yes, in the absence of a quorum. Thank you, Tim. So the next item of business is to vote on the warrants. We have two. The first one is for, what is this? First one is for the senior center. I had sent this out last week and again today, I think. Are there any
Yes.
questions on the invoice?
I don't have any.
What was that, Bartlett?
I don't have any questions.
Okay,
You're back.
so the total for the senior center was $879,151.66. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second,
Okay, roll call vote. Bob,
Bob Rumley, yes.
Bartlett,
yes.
Tim,
Tim Harvey, yes.
Stacy,
Stacy Scott, yes. Ooh, hold
and
on.
Mike.
Mike Scaduto, yes.
Okay, good. So we'll move to the 36 King Street. And see if we can do that one. So this is the invoice for 36 King, total of $368,187.06. Any questions or discussions? Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second,
Okay, roll call vote. Bob,
Bob Rumley, yes.
Bartlett,
Bartlett, yes.
Stacy,
Stacy Scott, yes.
and Mike,
Mike Scaduto, yes.
Steve, Tim,
Tim Harvey, yes.
and Steve Moore, yes. I think I failed to vote on the last one, so I'll vote on it now. So the next order of business is talking about Shaker Lane feasibility study. Stacy, do you want to give an update on that?
Yeah, I can give a little bit of an update. The most current update that I have right now is the MSBA approved phase 3 of the project. So we're going to be going on to the schematic design phase of the project. So that was a big milestone for us with the MSBA process. So that is going to be our next phase of the project. And then also at our last building committee meeting, we voted on a design bid build versus a CMR, the construction manager at risk. And we ended up voting to do the CMR this time around, just because it seems like you guys have had pretty good luck with, I think it was the library and the senior center with doing the CMR. So we decided to go that route with the next phase of the project. And then I think the last change that we made to a little bit of the design of the building is that we voted to, there's a little bit of a different orientation that the building can be at now because we've done some soil testing. So the building has the orientation of the building has shifted a little bit in that pocket of the field, but it's nothing, not a big change, but it's more, we just get a little bit more solar exposure and it's a little bit tucked back a little bit more just because we have that space. So other than that, those are kind of the bigger moves that we've made. I don't know, Steve, if I missed anything.
The only
because
thing that we have is sustainability subcommittee meeting tomorrow night.
Yeah,
And the
tomorrow night.
township is invited. It's a discussion about the building going all electric, sort of like the senior center. So all are invited to attend. It's at 7 o'clock. And you can find the link to the website at Shaker Lane School Building Committee. And Senior Center update, in Indian Hill, Vertex has provided the monthly updates. So I don't have any comments on that. Police station is pending, good weather. So
Steve, you know, there's a
we're in-
tentative date. There's a tentative date for the grand opening for the senior center, but we're waiting to see if there's going to be a change date on that because it was scheduled for Memorial Day weekend.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, Bob brought that up at the last meeting, and everyone else had a aha moment. And Liz said she'll try to reschedule the politicians. So more to come on that.
Steve did a walkthrough of the building and is still shining, eyes are still shining from the inside of that place.
It was amazing. I went through on Friday. I had the day off. Well, I had a doctor's appointment, so I went over after the doctor's appointment and went through the building and with Al, and just fantastic. You know, we have areas for 2 pool tables, card table setups, mahjong. You've
Workout
got
room.
the pickleball. You've got workout room. You've got the flex space. You've got ballet bar in one of the rooms. Got a fantastic kitchen. I don't know why we have such a great kitchen since they order everything in, but you know, maybe they'll give cooking classes or something. You know, who knows?
Veterans agent has his own office.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a medical room too.
Okay,
The place is amazing.
great bathrooms. There's a shower. I don't know why there's a shower down there, but there is. So it's a beautiful building. I walk as I was walking through with Al. He goes, "This is much nicer than the library." So the attention to detail. I mean, the architectural attention to detail was very very noticeable. So leave it at that.
Great.
So
Member input.
yeah, I mean we're 12 minutes in. Member input, Bob,
I'm all set, thanks.
Bartlett,
I'm all set, thanks.
Mike,
I'm good. Thanks.
Tim.
My question, can we go to the weekly construction meetings, you know, just to see what's going on, or like you said, you just stopped by and had a walkthrough. Is that something we can do?
Well, I mean, I have a personal relationship with Al, so I'm not sure that, you know, you can just stop by, but you can certainly attend the progress meetings and absolutely.
I think if he identifies himself, Steve, that Al would probably take him through.
Yeah, he probably would. He's very accommodating,
Mhm.
and he's rightfully proud of his building.
Mm.
So
When are the meetings, the weekly meetings?
Wednesdays at 1 o'clock.
Wednesday at 1. So, Bob, can you include Tim on the meeting, or Bartlett? I think both of you attend the meetings, right?
Yeah, we both do it
Yeah,
with Zoom.
I Zoom in. I've been to 3 or 4 live meetings, but mostly I Zoom. But the
Yeah.
meetings are going to end mid-April,
Yeah.
so there won't be
Yeah.
anything left to talk about.
Bartlett, can you forward that email that Zen sent out to
Yep.
Tim?
Yep, I can do that.
It gives you the connection to it, Tim.
Okay.
Yeah,
But-
can you send that? Can you send it to me too?
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know how to tune into it if I have bandwidth.
But one can also go in person.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, the meetings are kind of fun in person. You can hear a lot better. There's a lot of whispering at the table that the computer doesn't pick up.
And
Yeah.
and how about King Street? When is that meeting?
I think they do the King Street meeting at 11 o'clock on the Wednesdays too.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But that's
I've
not, they don't Zoom that I know of.
Yeah, I don't know about those. I'd like to go to those because that's a more interesting project in terms of things that have to change.
Yeah. So I guess just get a hold of Brian Forrs for an invite.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see, did I miss anyone on member input? Did Stacy?
Nope.
Mike?
I'm all set.
I think I'm all set also. It says the next meeting is March 12th, but I believe it's going to become the 26th because we don't have really anything to discuss. We've approved the invoices. This meeting really is in lieu of March 12th. So I'll set up the meeting for the 26th, Bob, and then you're going to have to run probably the next 3 meetings.
Don't be a wimp. You can come back on.
What's that?
Don't be a wimp. You can come back on.
Yeah, if,
Well, it's we'll talk before my surgery, but you have to request the Zoom credentials, you have to do the agenda and all that kind of stuff. So maybe I'll help you through that. No.
all right,
Anyway, hopefully I'll be able to join, but I work with a guy who had his knee replaced, as I'm going to have, and he was back to work, I'm going to say a week later, but he was on medication, and I would make all these arrangements with him on a Wednesday, and I'd call him up on Thursday. He would have no recollection of any of our conversations, and I'm not going to be that guy.
He'll
If
have
I'm
you
on
walking out of
meds,
the,
if I'm on meds, I'm going to be, off the grid.
Tylenol.
Anyway,
Motion to adjourn?
oh yeah, motion to adjourn.
all right.
Bob?
So moved.
Okay, second.
Second.
Okay, all in favor, Bob?
Bob Rumley, yes.
Bartlett?
Bartlett, yes.
Stacy?
Stacy, yes.
And Mike?
Mike Scudetto, yes.
Tim?
Tim, yes.
And Steve Moore, yes. So thanks so much for everyone's participation tonight. Got those invoices approved, and see you, I guess, Bob will see you the next meeting.
26. Okay.
Yep.
Great. Thanks.
That all.
Have a
Good
good
night.
one.